Real talk, just rap pack. Besides that, nobody I trust.
Back again like I never left. Young Sinatra, that's to the death. We turned up till we go deaf.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's walk around video. Today I am walking around and reviewing my dad's Audi Q5. Let's get into this. So, starting off with the Q5, it has one of the longest titles I've ever seen officially on a V5, which is Audi Q5 Special Edition. No, it's not. Audi Q5 S-Line Special Edition 3.0 for the 3 litre TDI all-wheel drive. And that is officially on its V5, which is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, so as you can see, it is the 3 litre TDI Quattro, which means under that hood, it has a 3 litre V6 twin turbo diesel engine, pushing standard 313 brake horsepower and 560 newton meters of torque. There is the heart of the beast, which after a remap is now pushing 400 horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque. Newton meters of torque. As it is the TDI Quattro, it is a permanent all-wheel drive car, so it powers all 4 wheels constantly. Yeah, so it's variable torque, so whichever wheel has the most grip, it is putting all the power to that wheel at all times. The Audi Q5 is sitting on 20s all round with 345mm front brakes, 330 rear brakes, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's a massive car, it's a massive heavy car that does need a stop, but that does not stop it having absolutely ridiculously sized brakes. They also have upgraded EBC discs and pads, which are racing discs, and yellow stuff pads at the front, which you can just see there, and green stuff EBC brakes at the back. So my dad's done slight modifications to the car so far. So it's had all the windows tinted, limo tint, yeah, as black, as dark as it will go. We've also had the number plate surrounds, which I got him for his birthday, which are official Nürburgring ones. He's also got 3D number plates, SQ5 badge, which is quite controversial. So officially they didn't make an SQ5 in this age. However, the SQ5 was brought out the year after this, so the 2013 model, which all it had was facelift headlights and taillights, as well as a slightly different front grille. That is the only difference. It has the same engine, the same platform, but in this age, they only brought out the special edition, not the SQ5. So it has got an SQ5 badge on it, as it is the same complete car, other than the headlights, taillights, and front grille, and the exhaust as well. It has a different rear diffuser, I believe. So, you know, are you for it? Are you against it? It is one of those things. However, it is basically an SQ5, except they didn't bring it out in this year. So coming to the front of the car, another modification that Dad has done is the sequential indicator mirrors, as well as obviously the remap and the inside of the door sills, which look sick. Look at this. Being an SUV, it has a lot of legroom in the back, so it's very spacious. I think this is one of the most spacious and most sort of dailyable SUVs you can get. It also has the button press unlock boot, so you literally press the button, the whole boot goes up automatically. Massive boot. We have 3 dogs at the moment, and it fits them all easy. They are mediumly sized dogs, but you could probably fit at least another 3 fully sized dogs in there easily. Also, the seats all fold down, so if you wanted an absolutely massive boot, you could. So the car also has automatic retractable seats, like, because why wouldn't you? You ready? Look at this. Boop. How trick is that? So you just pull a lever, you just pull that lever and the seats just retract like that. They're also on sliders so they can recline. So the seats can recline back and forth. crazy. So the boot also shuts with a press of a button. So you press that button, whole boot shuts itself. So if you ever have shopping, put it in, press the button. There's no doing one or the other. It's very easy. Yeah, so we have this wrapped bumper part here just for the dogs getting in and out. So he's wrapped it carbon fibre, and then it's been rewrapped in a clear protection coat to protect the carbon fibre. So it's very protecting the bumper for all the dogs that are running in and out of the car and smashing the hell out of the bumper. Protected. So another cool function of this car is it has an unlock boot function. So if I press this button, the boot just opens. Like, does it shut as well? Ah, rubbish, not worth getting. So easy. Technology is cool. The car also has parking sensors all the way around, which show on on the digital dash is like a sort of bird's eye view of the car, and then it'll show like yellow, orange and red of how close you're getting. It'll obviously lose its shit and start beeping like crazy when you're getting close to stuff. But yeah, it has parking sensors all the way round the car. The actual colour itself is obviously grey, but it is a pearlescent grey, so obviously it sort of flips into different colours. It's got loads of different like blues and greens and oranges in the actual paint itself. So in the sun, you can sort of see it there, but in the sun, the paint just completely changes. But it is a lovely grey colour, obviously, as it is. But yeah, nice expensive pearlescent optional extra again. So, the car also has automatic headlights, DRLs, which is the daytime running lights there. There's the headlights, the bi-xenon headlights. It also has automatic washer jets, which can come out. And also it has the steering. There you go. There's the washer jet. It also has steering, so obviously left turn and right turn headlights for when you're going around corners, so it sort of tracks it. But yeah, all stuff. I think it's all optional extras that come with this Q5. The optional extra list is crazy. Like the Bang & Olufsen being $3.5 grand. Parking sensors, literally everything on this car is an optional extra, and this one has all of it, which is mental. But yeah, steering by xenon headlights, as well as the washer jet and the DRLs and just everything else, ridiculous spec. So another optional extra, classic Audi, is the armrest, which goes forwards, backwards, goes all the way up, all the way down, and then if you want it at different heights, it just ratchets up and down, which is ridiculous. The optional extra heater in the back of the car as well. Everything in Audi is an optional extra. You can't get anything for free. Well, you can, it's just basic and rubbish. Coming to the penultimate part of this video, which is what I would do if I owned this car and what modifications I would change. So if it was my car, one of the first things I would do is I'd completely gut the exhaust and get a straight through exhaust. They're not bad tips, you know, they're not bad, but I'd get massive 4-inch tips. I'd straight through the exhaust. These 3-litre TDI diesels with an exhaust sound incredible, so that's one of the first things I would do. I would wiper delete it, get rid of the wiper, don't need it, don't want it. I've seen Audi Q5s, you can get like an RS rear bumper, and it looks epic, like a proper rally style rear bumper. Looks really good, would definitely do that. So RS spoiler, exhaust, wiper delete. Maybe, I like the wheels, to be fair, the wheels look good and the wheels really suit the car. But just because I modify cars, I would get a different set of wheels, but I don't know what I'd get, but I would get a different set of wheels. Other than that, the indicators are cool, I'd keep them. The front looks amazing, the car's a good looking car. I'd maybe get a sun strip, get a cool looking sun strip, maybe in a matte black or something on it, probably get JSMK on it or something. The only other thing I'd change is you can get a cool facelift steering wheel. It fits the interior, so it's just a case of like sort of taking the whole steering wheel out and you can swap it for like a facelifted one. But other than that, obviously it's still a good looking steering wheel, but it is one of the things that I would change if I had the car. But it also comes with obviously the voice control and all the different modes, and you can do everything on a steering wheel because optional extras. All the different things. There's the nav I was talking about earlier. Crazy. It looks really good as well. Like it's a real good detail. You wouldn't think this car's, what, 8 years old now? That's crazy, isn't it? Average fuel consumption, 32 miles per gallon, which isn't too bad. You say that's accurate, 32 miles per gallon? Slightly harsh.
Overall, yes, slightly harsh. I get 41, 42 going to work.
So yeah, what I will say with this car and sort of any diesels really, sort of town driving, they'll average sort of 30s to 40s. Obviously this being a big twin turbo V6, it's going to do slightly worse on fuel than a normal diesel. But yeah, so this probably averages 30 to 35 during like round town driving to work. But on a long trip, you could probably easily average 40 going 70. And if you go more than 70, then it sort of sits around 35 again. But obviously still really good on fuel for such a big, heavy vehicle. It's still really good on fuel with the performance it has and the comfort. Now I'm going to drive the car and I'll give you my impression. Let's do this. So this is my first impression, oh god, of driving one in automatic, which I haven't driven in a while. So it's foot on the brake into drive, take the handbrake off by pushing it down. Look at me doing all those things right first try. Okay, so, oh god, this is weird. The suspension is like sporty firm. So it's like for an SUV, it's quite firm, but it's also like, it's not hard. It's like a nice, I don't know, it's how you'd want it. Just like a good sporty ride. You don't get much body roll, so like, yeah, it's planted, absolutely planted. Oh, very nice, like that. Obviously we'll do some accelerating in a minute, but it's not up to temperature yet, so I'm not gonna drive it too hard, but it is just coming off of cold. I mean, I'm in 5th gear right now going 34 miles per hour. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it just cruises so easily and so smoothly. Oh, I'm going to T-bone this car. Just pulled out in front of me. Yeah, we're now in 6th gear, 37. There we go, down to 5th. Also, the gear changes are so instant, just like immediately down, down, down. Or, obviously, if you're going faster, it's going up, up, up. But yeah, it just does it in a snap. Is it a dual clutch or is it? Yeah, dual clutch, there you go. So it's got both gears ready to go, depending if you're going slower or faster, immediately. And it's just so effort. The mirrors are also massive. Like, I can just see everything around me. What it does is it hides speed immensely. Like, everything just feels the same. Like, it's just so good at going quickly or going anywhere, just super smooth and lovely. And it just does everything so easily. Like, this is why it is just the perfect daily. Like, it's got loads of space, it's fast, it's reasonably good on fuel, as long as you're not too hard on it all the time. And it's comfy, and it's just a nice place to be.
It's a luxurious
Yeah, it's
car.
very luxurious, yeah. I mean, you get your money's worth. Like, you know, they're not cheap, but also you get what you pay for, sort of thing. You get all these optional extras that, I mean, my boot doesn't close itself. All right, ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna boot it, foot to the floor in 3, 2, 1.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! That's the speed limit, we'll say. That was ridiculous. Like, I felt this car accelerate. Like, we did it off camera because the camera, I ran out of battery. I ran out of memory, sorry. And it was like, God, that was quick, but that was 2nd gear. It just went. That was ridiculous. No wheel spin, just gripped and went. That's all-wheel drive, power and torque. Jesus Christ. That was mental. Wow, okay. Yeah, this car's fast. So this will probably kick down. We're at 30 and I'm just gonna put my foot down. I don't know what gear it's gonna kick down to, but you'll see in the middle it says D5.
I'm gonna try and be as stiff as possible.
3rd. So, my general opinion on this car is it's probably one of the best dailies you can possibly get. Obviously it's expensive, reasonably expensive to run, you know, the brakes are massive, you've got to do full services are big, stuff like that, all those sort of things are expensive. However, I think for the money, this car is just incredible. It looks amazing, it's super fast, it's lovely to drive, it's super comfy, the boot's massive, loads of room. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this sort of walk around of this ridiculously spec'd car. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.